returning throughout the course of the set. But either way, game number one, elimination side, and really, you know, the pick that's a little bit interesting is Greatsword in twos. We're on Demon Island, which I do generally consider a good stage for Greatsword because it gives you a lot of space, a lot of grounded space, and not a lot of platforms that your opponents can run away from on. So we'll see if Monihalla's combo potential is there even in a two setting.
Yeah, and this, I mean, like the mismatch of kind of them in the ones format is very tough. I mean, Raydish has had Monihalla's number for quite a while. But, you know, it's a different format for a reason. Raydish avoiding that end stick there could have been a big way to get ahead for the red team. The side stick comes out. Raydish dodging in place. Monihalla dashing forward. Doesn't get the bridge.
Oh, but the Sailor comes out onto his own teammate. Unfortunate. Raid is not going to be able to make it back on as BalloonBoy shoves him back off stage, opting just to focus on Monihalla for the second. Raid with a huge Sailor of his own. Monihalla not able to get the recovery pickup. Raydish with a big combo starter, but oh no. What's happening, PJ?
I've been there where I hit the signature on all three, and I'm like, trust me, it was worth it, and then only my teammate gets KO'd, and I'm like, dang, that sucks. But Raid picks up the slack, lands back down, picks up a land, gets a double KO. Very important there.
Yeah, he was just setting him up. And he was like, you know what? I'm at least going to take out two of the blue teams. Now has to fight this 1v2 really briefly. BalloonBoy, oh, they get the sail so nicely done, and it keeps on going. Already going to be putting him into the orange.
Yeah, Orb is kind of weird sometimes in twos. Like, getting, your teammate has to know how to continue off of a lot of the orb moves, and BalloonBoy and Raydish look very, very solid here. I'm very impressed. Side air comes out from Raydish. Rain dodging forward sidelight into side air into the signature, but it gets interrupted by weapon toss. It takes a little bit longer to like continue a doubles combo when two players are alive with sidelight side air. Everyone knows what's going on. Everybody knows to throw the weapon and try to interrupt it.
Oh, but BalloonBoy is still going to be able to get it anyways. Nicely done. And just like that, Raid is now on his last stock. Raydish gets sent quite far off stage. Oh, can Monihalla make it back on? The answer is yes, he can. Oh, the side sig scooping him up. It is going to be able to KO BalloonBoy. Wow, Monihalla going out there for an edge guard, putting himself off stage in a bit of a nasty position. Makes it back on. Tries to get the sidelight. Unsuccessful.
Okay, the recovery there. Raydish getting hit with the downer. Monihalla going off stage fighting. Double downer. Raydish. Another downer. The triple from Monihalla, but Raydish makes it back.
He makes it back anyways.
But notably on the other side of the stage, Raid found a KO onto BalloonBoy. So in all that chaos, isolating 1v1s, both the red team members get it done. Raydish doesn't lose a stock, but a lot of damage nonetheless, and Raid takes a KO onto BalloonBoy.
This match is already so close. They're so even. Oh, but Raydish is now the one that is behind in the damage. He's taking it slow. He's able to get a pretty favorable weapon spawn. Not able to continue his combo. Monihalla interrupting him successfully. Bit of friendly fire, but it is BalloonBoy who's deep off stage. Raid goes for the exhausted recovery. Doesn't actually connect it. Weapon toss coming through. Monihalla slowing down the game here. Doesn't get the sidelight. Only gets a D-light bridge on his teammate.
Raid getting sent high. That's a big signature. Monihalla has to recover in a very linear fashion because of Greatsword, and the blue team steal the game away.
Nicely done. Red team going to be going ahead. Oh, excuse me. Blue team is going to be going ahead and closing that one out in game number one. I just have to say already the thing that blue team is doing so well, their team combos, very quick, very snappy, got interrupted a few times, but they're finding them and they're positioning themselves for them. They're setting up the sandwich. Being stuck between like a bow and an orb and you finding yourself in the middle, you're like, wow, I have nowhere to go, nowhere to jump, nowhere to dash, nowhere to dodge. They set those up and they get a lot of damage and a lot of mileage off of it. So that has been giving them quite an edge in this match.
It's interesting because what the red team is doing is they want to isolate 1v1s. They want to take both of the, both of the blue team members and force them off stage and play the game where you're basically wall trapping them. If they get off the wall, they get hit by something. Very important strategy for the red team, but the blue team seem more symbiotic in nature. They seem to be ready to combo off of each other. Blue team need to play together more. Red team want to split them apart.
Oh, but coming in with the side and the sidelight, nice combo from Raid. That was a really good follow-up. Monihalla getting one of his signatures. Oh, the neutral, interesting. Okay, I like the neutral there. There was just like a lot of extra damage. The neutral bridge would not have KO'd. Monihalla, big punish on his whip side sig.
Side air there. Raid with no dodge has to evade. BalloonBoy getting the bow recovery and also able to punish the end sig from Monihalla. Somehow Raydish is just kind of like, didn't hit anybody there, but both the red team members in a perfect spot for his Orb GC sidelight. No connection, end sig from Monihalla, and a turnaround side sig on the axe. The end light hits BalloonBoy, but no KOs are being traded. Raydish can't KO with that recovery either. Mugi is a tank.
Yeah, that's who I put. BalloonBoy going to be taking out the first one with that downer. Nicely done. Monihalla weapon toss up to keep himself nice and safe. He tries to go for the D-sig. I like the idea. BalloonBoy with the neutral tossing Monihalla off of him. And Monihalla, he wants that stock, but Raid is going to be the one to pick it up. Monihalla going out there and finding a downer as well. And now it is the red team with a very gentle stock lead.
Yeah, Monihalla, Sunset of your stock. The blue team now looking to not only KO Monihalla, but in a way where you get a 2v1 combo potentially. Monihalla not losing that stock there, but a 2v1 ensues on a Raid. Raid fighting back with the lance, but both of them getting some big damage, turning him back into the stage. The recovery from BalloonBoy to rack on more damage. Now Monihalla, kind of a second factor here. We can get so much damage on Raid while Monihalla plays passively. The Enlight connects and the blue team scour for this doubles combo. Do we get it? Enlight into side sig. Is it enough? Yes, it is.
Wow, beautifully done. Just like that, Raid was evaporated. That is exactly what you want to do when you have one of them eliminated and they're just waiting to get back onto the stage. Now, all of a sudden, Red Team needs to make a bit of a comeback.
Such a big opportunity for them there, and any opportunity you can get to get a 2v1 combo in, do it for sure. Monihalla, the bad spot. Raid getting hit with a lot. Sidelight into Nair. BalloonBoy continues with the dodge in place, getting covered by the recovery into Nair. Raydish getting hit with the side stick. BalloonBoy as well. BalloonBoy will fall. Raydish doesn't. Picks up some battle boots, but gotta be careful for this big dragon.
Monihalla, he is full side sig in Moogie Blade right now. It worked the first time, it worked the second time, the third time, not so successful, but he does get the recovery nonetheless. BalloonBoy looking for a gentle way to land safely. He gets the sail, and now his teammate is ready to help him out.
Big interruption from Raid there, potentially KOing Monihalla. Maybe it's a Moogie. I don't know how much, I don't know what the breaking point is to break through the damage, or sorry, the defense of a Moogie, but nonetheless, the recovery onto Raid. Monihalla getting hit with the side air on the orb. Not enough to KO. The down air doesn't connect either. Tricky move to use sometimes.
Oh, he went for the grab pound. That was the correct option to punish a dodge because you can really hold it and delay it. But alas, he didn't delay it long enough. And just like that, Raid has been knocked out of the game. And this is one of those blue team combos, right? D-Light into the downer. The GC side light didn't connect. But Monihalla, can he do this? Can he make the... He caught him stacked! That was the position, PJ! Oh no!
They both dodged too. That would have been really bad. Let's see the team combo there. Yeah, you got a downlight, Raydish. Let's see a downlight. Doesn't need it. Side light into, or side air into side sig. They didn't get like the extended orb team combos, but they still got a lot of damage. It's nothing to laugh at for sure.
So what won them that game? Well, every single time that Monihalla lost one of his dogs and he was just, waiting for himself to be able to spawn back in, blue team took advantage of Raid being vulnerable. That's how they got him a stock down to begin with. That is how they knocked him out of the game entirely. They did exactly what they needed to do. They took advantage of the time. They got the combo. They got the KO. Blue team's combo game is looking on point. From the red team, I'm seeing a couple of missed signatures for Monihalla. I'm seeing a little bit of friendly fire. I'm not seeing exactly the same level of combo game. So what adjustments do they need to make going into this next game? It's going to be a little bit tough. They have to split up a team like Raydish and BalloonBoy that is so dependent on their combos at the moment.
You got to isolate 1v1s. A lot of times BalloonBoy is just able, or BalloonBoy or Raydish are able to interrupt what Raid and Monihalla are doing, which is when they find the most success is when they split both of the blue team members. They get the 1v1s, they get to wall trap and control the space. But we see a legend swap. Maybe that will be the catalyst necessary to make this reverse 3-0 happen. We swap off the Ogrim, we pick up a hammer, we pick up an axe. We got the Taros back on the screen.
We didn't get to see any Ogrim signatures, which is typically why, especially like with axe D-Sig, we got to see like one Lance D-Sig, I believe, but not a whole lot else after that. So there's always a good reason to switch to Taros. There's never really a bad time to pick it.
Yeah.
Sidelight, D-Light, into neutral.
Hammer there. So much damage. That's so scary to get hit by. The ground pound there from Monihalla. BalloonBoy getting juggled by his own teammate there, but the orb online for Raydish gives him space between. The Enlight sends away into the down on the immediate dash forward.
Oh my gosh, BalloonBoy able to get the punish with D-Light before the hitbox came out. Another D-Light ground pound. Monihalla is going to be able to make it back on. Oh, and he gets the downer. Is that going to be the stock of BalloonBoy? Yes, it will be. BalloonBoy, he had the right idea, he had the right commitment, but his teammate was gone. Raydish was getting knocked out by Raid. He wasn't able to fully focus on Monihalla, and then he had to deal with both members of Red Team off stage.
Sidelight into downlight, another sidelight Nair. Raydish getting juggled. Monihalla happy to take that damage in exchange for damage onto Raydish. Raydish gets the conversion to side air into side.
Again.
Signature. That seems to be like the bread and butter that makes the red or the blue team very lethal in a lot of these spots. That's really cool.
Whenever
nice
it's one member of the blue team, I feel like they're able to evade both members of the red team a lot better, keep themselves safe, and wait for their teammate to spawn back in. Whenever it's one of the red team members by themselves, they're getting deleted every single time. That consistency might give blue team an edge, even if they're a little bit behind. Monihalla, amazing Enlight, catching BalloonBoy that was sent into him, able to get the D-Sig. Oh my goodness.
Wow, Raydish not going on the, I was going to say not going on the immediate beat in order to save his teammate with the recovery, but it didn't matter. They were ready to cover the side air, and Raid avoids the recovery as well there. Side air sends Raid very low. BalloonBoy doesn't opt to go for the edge guard instead. Looks to get a side stick onto Monihalla. Raydish getting the conversion off the Gauntlet Nair, and Monihalla in a bad spot. The Gauntlet Endlight doesn't convert into the side air, but you're one hit away, and we stagger the respawns quite a bit, and that's a great conversion.
Every single time when they have them split up, they're always able to find those KOs. We have a brief 1v1. Okay, BalloonBoy just running away. It is a blue team that is still a little bit behind, but again, they just have a lot of consistency.
Absolutely. Big edge guard there, gets the GCN stick. Monihalla has to go underneath the stage. Raydish looking to chase him off that way. Gets the down air there, but Monihalla recovers back quickly. Rain gets a lot of damage on BalloonBoy for it, but BalloonBoy isolates one Nair. GC sideline into recovery. Raydish matching with the GC and Sig, and the blue team with a stock lead.
Side Sig was able to connect, but Monihalla, now we have the
Raydish
1v1
don't lose these, I don't
on
think.
Demon
What
Island.
Are we doing? Okay.
I think Monihalla does not lose these. He gets back onto the stage. He's got Great Swing in hand. He's catching Raydish's landings. That's the sidelight. He has the lead now. He knows that Raydish is going to dodge out after the sidelight. Is he going to be able to get it again is the question.
All right,
he dodged up that time.
We gotta chill. Like, it's 2v2s. Ready to slow it down. We got this, bro. It's 1v1s. There into recovery. Monihalla has to land back down with the X. Sidelight, side air, is it enough? It's not. One more hit, though.
It is Imugi at the end of the day, going nice and slow. The weapon toss is not going to keep him safe. Raydish does close it. You were right, PJ.
Yeah.
He clutches it out for the blue team. He was able to fight it back. He got the edge guard at the end. And just like that, that means that blue team is going to be knocking out Raid and Monihalla after a hard-fought Game 3 out of the tournament, out of the bracket. Blue team, they've put on an amazing fight, especially in that Game 3. That was an amazing set.
Absolutely. I think I want to give a big shout out to the gauntlets on BalloonBoy. Although it didn't do a lot of damage, it felt like certain big moments on the gauntlets were